Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, St. James, a man wanted for police shooting, arrested at a visa appointment. A man who was on the run for over 3 years for allegedly shooting at the police in St. James was arrested while at a visa appointment at an embassy in the corporate area. 34-year-old Jim Warren, otherwise called Keno, of Top Hill, Mount Carey, St. James, was later charged with shooting with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The charges stem from a shooting incident on the night of Monday, February 5, 2018. The police report that about 6:30 p.m., a team was on a patrol in rental land at Mount Carey, St. James, when upon seeing the cops, Warren reportedly opened gunfire at them before escaping in the area. Years later, on Monday, June 3, 2024, Warren turned up at an embassy in St. Andrew where he had applied for a visa. The police say checks made by the representatives revealed that Warren was listed among a group of wanted men in St. James. His application was denied and he was immediately arrested and later charged for the 2018 shooting incident. His court date is being finalized. Indicom probes a police shooting of brothers in Manchester. Assistant Commissioner of the Independent Commission of Investigations, Hamish Campbell, says that the police personnel involved in the fatal shooting of Michael Simpson, a 14-year-old high school student, and the injury of his brother on Sunday, will be summoned by the oversight body to provide statements and be interviewed in relation to the incident. No initial report was provided by the two concerned officers, Indicom said. Indicom investigators were advised that no body-worn cameras were issued or used during the incident. Campbell told the news on Monday that the Director of Complaints for the Central Region, Dave Lewin, has been in dialogue with the family. Indicom has been advised of the high emotions resulting from this incident, and the team will be providing guidance on the investigative process with a view of allaying any concerns that citizens may have, the oversight body said in a statement on Monday. Campbell told the news that members of the security forces were not fitted with body-worn cameras in any of the 66 fatal shooting incidents that occurred since the start of the year. He said in respect of 3 non-fatal shootings, the police were wearing body-worn cameras, but they were not turned on. Campbell said Indicom has spoken to the police commissioner about the issue and he has committed to address the matter. He, however, pointed out that there were few instances in which body-worn cameras were fitted on police personnel where allegations of assault were made against the lawmen. To be fair, the Commissioner of Police does want them to be rolled out and more involved, but there is a long way to go before it becomes normalized. Campbell said Indicom has argued that where the police operation is planned, the officers should be wearing body-worn cameras. The incident in Williamsfield, Manchester on Sunday was not a planned operation, Campbell noted. The Assistant Commissioner of Police Oversight Body reported that Indicom has received more footage from public CCTV on fatal shooting incidents than from body-worn cameras. The police have reported that officers on duty engaged a vehicle which disobeyed orders to stop. One officer reportedly fired several rounds in the direction of the fleeing vehicle. The driver of the vehicle received injuries to his face, while the passenger in the vehicle succumbed to injuries sustained. No firearm was reported as recovered from the incident scene. Fisherman charged for injuring another with a spear gun. A 19-year-old St. Andrew fisherman has been charged by the police for using a spear gun to shoot another man in his neck during an argument. Charged with wounding with intent is Jerome Troop. The incident happened at a beach in 9 miles in the parish on Friday, June 14. Reports from the Bull Bay police are that about 2 p.m. an argument developed between Troop and another man. During the argument, Troop allegedly used a spear gun to shoot a spear, hitting the man in the neck, causing a wound that bled. The matter was reported and the Troop was later arrested and subsequently charged. His court date is being arranged. 3 people accused of stealing electricity freed. 3 St. Anne residents who were accused of stealing electricity were freed in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Monday after the judge upheld a no-case submission by their attorney. Their attorney, Sean Kinghorn, submitted that there was nothing to connect Ainsworth Wheeler, Denzel Wheeler, and Sharon Wheeler of Ocherius addresses in St. Anne to the alleged crime. The persons brought here today don't occupy the space they were only visiting on the day. There cannot be a successful prosecution for the offense here today, Kinghorn submitted. Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Allain later ruled that the accused did not have a case to answer. Meanwhile, Kinghorn said the matter is not yet over, as his clients will definitely be taking action against the JPS for trespassing, malicious prosecution, and the malicious destruction of property. It was alleged that on February 15, 2024, JPS representatives accompanied by the police swooped down on premises along Patrick Street in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. During the operation, the team observed an illegal connection to the JPS power supply. The 3 were subsequently arrested and charged. Senior cop apologizes for labeling some licensed firearm holders as cowards. The senior officer attached to the St. Catherine North Police Division has issued an apology after labeling some licensed firearm holders as cowards during a St. Catherine Municipal Corporation meeting last Thursday. Deputy Superintendent of Police Paul Bernard made the comment in response to concerns about a flare-up of deadly violence in Commodore, Banbury, and the Treadways in St. Catherine.
We cannot police from a distance. And some of the residents, they are cowards. If you go there to look for Miss Murphy, they'll see you and video you. But they see the criminals, they say, I'm a G that man. A lot of us are cowards. Even firearm holders inside here, most of you are cowards. Tell me when last year a firearm holder saw somebody. A lot of you are cowards, man. Do not leave the fight to police alone.
But the Jamaica Constabulary Forces High Command has signaled its disappointment of the senior lawman's statement, distancing itself from DSP Bernard's remark, in which he had also called for increased community policing. During a recorded apology on Monday afternoon, DSP Bernard said his comment did not align with the JCF's ideologies.
The statements were inappropriate and do not reflect the values and standards upheld by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I recognize that my remarks were an error in judgment and were not in line with the principles of stakeholders' engagement that we, as members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, are committed to. As a 38-year advocate of community-based policing, I am deeply sorry for any distress or harm my words may have caused to the community, my colleagues, and the wider public. The success that the St. Catherine North Division and by extension the wider JCF has been able to achieve have come through building effective partnerships between the police and our citizen groups. My comments were not reflective of the transformation in quality that we have engaged in. So I fully understand the gravity of my actions and I'm prepared to face the consequences determined by the Jamaica Constabulary Force High Command. I am committed to learning from this experience and ensure that such behavior is never repeated.
The senior cop's apology has so far been well received by some social media users, many of whom lauded his service to the JCF. Others expressed the view that there was no need for an apology since they agreed with the lawman's initial comment. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.